I'm going to tell you everything that you need to buy in the Dreaming Lachelein event. Whether you're brand new to the game or end game or anywhere in between, this is the right video for you. I'm going to go through every single shop and tell you what's worth it, what's not worth it, and what's a flippin' scam. So the current event is the Dreaming Lachelein event, and similar to other events, there are 3 different currencies. There's the Reverie Fragment, Night Fragment, and Dance Fragments. So let's talk about how you could get every single one of these. The Reverie Fragment is very simple and easy to get. All you have to do, talk to Dreaming Lucid, Midnight Party, check progress, and check in every single day. You don't have to kill any monsters or anything. All you have to do is press this check-in button once a day, and you gain 500 Reverie Fragments, and you progress the check-in by 1 stage every single day. And you could claim these items whenever you want. Now, there's also a weekly reward, which is killing 2,000 mobs 3 times a week. And once you kill 2,000 mobs, you can check in, and it gives you the reward from checking in, which is super good. 1,000 XP vouchers, 10 XP nodes, and so on. This is super good. And you get to progress towards your free fairy heart that you don't have to buy, by the way. And after 30 check-ins, you'll get the fairy heart. Now, you'll notice that in the daily rewards, there's also Reverie Fragments here. So as you keep checking in, you'll get more and more Reverie Fragments. Now, how do we get the Night Fragments? So the Night Fragments are the ones that you get from bossing. All you have to do is talk to the fabulous Dreamkeeper. You say, how do I earn Night Fragments? But since I'm capped out, I already did my bosses. I'm maxed out at 1,600. You have to do like these types of weekly bosses, right? Once you do your bigger bosses, depending on how many of them you do and what difficulty they are, you get Night Fragments according to that. And lastly, the Dance Fragments. You can get the Dance Fragments by completing the mini games on the top left over here. You could either do Thinking of You, or this is basically Uno in MapleStory. Now, what's really cool about the Dance Fragments is in this shop over here, the Reverie Fragment shop, you can actually trade in Reverie Fragments for Dream Fragments. So if you don't want to play the game and you have a lot of Reverie Fragments, you can convert them, which I don't think we've ever had that before. This is such a huge convenience because sometimes I don't want to play those games, you know what I mean? So you could just convert them. There's also the Dream Messenger, which uses shimmering points and seeker points. If you want to get shimmering points and seeker points, all you have to do is do the weekly check-in 3 times a week, and then you'll get points towards this. You could put in whatever event buffs that you need and whatever bonus buffs that you need from the secret buff. I put it into the sacred mission because it gives you more symbols and XP. What's really cool about these currencies, unlike the previous event, is you just have to do it on 1 character. There's no killing mobs on 20 different characters to get coins, nothing like that. All you have to do is check in on 1 character, do the weekly kills on 1 character, do the weekly bosses on 1 character, do the mini game on 1 character, and all the currency is across your entire account. So it is not super taxing on your gameplay. So now that we know how to get all of the currencies, let's talk about the shops. The first and most important shop is the Reverie Fragment shop. There's the Enhanced tab and the Growth tab. Honestly, from the Enhanced tab, the Meso patches aren't really worth it. The Epot can be useful if you're early game. Stamps, I would never buy stamps. You could just buy them from the general store, unless you have a lot of extra coins, to be honest. And these droplets. These droplets are very useful if you're early into the game. 40 droplets total from this shop can get you about half of a piece of 1 armor, which does help. It does help. You never know when you need that armor. And the Growth tab, which is, in my opinion, the most important tab. So the first and most important thing to buy is the 2x and 3x coupons. You can get 5 15-minute 2x coupons every day. And on top of that, you can get 2 3x coupons 15 minutes every single day. Now, the only catch about these coupons is they expire after 24 hours. So if you're not training every single day, they will be wasted. It's a total of about 2 hours of coupons. So if you train 2 hours a day, then this is extremely high value for you, because that means you can have coupons for all of your training every single day instead of not having any coupons. Dance Fragment, you can convert your Reverie Fragments with this. Monster Bloom doesn't really matter. Potions don't buy this. Hyper Rock, I wouldn't bother. Trait Boost Potion, you can get 10 of these and they're transferable. Very useful for getting Charm unlocked and your pocket slot unlocked on other characters, or if you want to max out your Empathy for buff duration. Selective Coupon, I wouldn't bother. AP SP Scrolls, don't want to bother. Infinite Revitalizer. So this is really, really useful if you're trying to unlock Meister. Full Meister guide in description, by the way. I made an entire video on that. Very useful. You can get 5 of these Revitalizers every day. Character expansion slot wouldn't bother. Never buy these recipe bags. These are actually such scams. Do not buy these. 40 slot soul bag is actually pretty good. It's worth getting this if you don't have one. Chair bag, you could get it if you have a lot of chairs. Chaos Circ, never buy this, bro. Actual scam item. Never buy this. Black Circ can be useful. How the Black Circ works is it re-rolls your inner ability and gives you a before and after option, just like a black cube. So for example, if I were to use a black circ, it would re-roll these 3 same lines and give me different values of those 3 same lines. Can be useful. Legendary circulator, you can get 3 of them and it's all transferable, these items. This is very good for mules or for your main if you're just trying to get instant legendary inner. I think it's useful, but the most important thing is getting these coupons. The thing is, if you buy these coupons, it uses 450 of the daily 500 Reverie Fragments that you could get. So it is expensive, but it is by far worth it. And the VIP selector coupon, how this works is you get to choose whether you want a buff for your damage or you want a buff for your XP with this coupon, and it's super useful. If you're training a lot, definitely get these for more XP as well. And if you're bossing a lot, get the buff one. It does make you significantly stronger. Now, I know I just said that the coupons will cost you 450 of your daily coins every single day, but it's okay because as you check in more and more, you get more of the Reverie Fragments, so you'll have enough for other items in the future. In my opinion, I think it's super important to get the coupons so that you don't waste your time training at slow rates. Now, let's talk about the Night Fragment Shop. This is the bossing one. The Night Fragment Shop, VIP buffs, some more here that reset every single week, can be very useful. Droplets. Now, these droplets are very important if you are early into the game. You could get 100 total. So 100 from this, 40 from the other one. That's over 1 piece of armor right there. So you can get an entire piece of armor just from these free droplets. The flames, honestly, if you are very new to the game, I don't think it's worth it. I would prioritize the sacred symbols, like on your hyperburn, getting these 250 sacred symbols. If you hit 265 and go to Hotel Arcus, getting these sacred symbols as well. The sacred symbols are by far the most important thing to buy from this. By far. It is so incredibly important to buy the sacred symbols if you have the regions unlocked. And then all it comes down to after that really is whether you need droplets or flames. If you still need droplets to get arcane armors, I would buy them. If your arcanes are not full 22, I would still buy them just in case you need to buy armors in the future. And then for the flames, the red flames are not really worth it. Now, I'll explain why red flames are not worth it. Because you get so many of them long term down the line once you have boss moves and stuff like that. You get so many red flames, they're not that valuable. You want to get as many eternal flames and black flames as possible because these are way more rare and you could really only get them from events. I would prioritize these after getting the sacred symbols. If you're very early into the game and you're swapping gear very often, like you're on temporary CRA, temporary Dom, temporary weapon, all this temporary gear, I would not bother using these flames on that. I would only use it on permanent gear. Use it on when you get your arcane gear, use it on when you get your superior Golix gear, stuff like that, because those items are going to last you way longer and you don't want to use flames on temporary items. Medal of Honor is actually really good, especially if you're mid-game or higher, because the inner ability costs a lot of honor. Like, it is a slept on cost on this game, so getting plus 3 mil honor is huge. Chaos Circ, never buy these, bro. I actually have beef with Chaos Circs. They give you 30 of these, like actual scam ass item, bro. Do not buy this shit. Black Circ can be useful if you're trying to min max your inner ability. I think this is only really useful for like end game. I wouldn't bother buying it otherwise. Now let's talk about the Meso Shop. Do not buy anything from this. It is a complete scam. It is so expensive. 500 mil for an E-Flame, 750 mil for a Black Flame. Like, what kind of level of endgame do you have to be to be able to afford these? Like, hell no. Do not buy any of this stuff, bro. Especially this Manji face, bro. It's not as cool as you think it is. Now let's talk about the Dance Fragment Shop. This is the event one. This is completely subjective. This is on fashion story only, so it's different outfits and android chairs, damage skins. To be honest with you, I think the damage skin extraction coupon is valuable. In case you have a damage skin that is on a different character that's really, really nice, you can move it to your new main. And honestly, this might be a hot take, but this sheep damage skin is kind of cute. I ain't gonna lie. But everything else, honestly, this one isn't bad either. The A, if you don't know what the A means, the A stands for action. It means the damage skin is animated. So I guess that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is all up to you. Honestly, the shrimp mount is cute. You can flash jump in the mount, so it looks pretty funny. And then there's these outfits. You can get 5 of them total. So you can put these outfits on mules for that budget NX. So some of you might be wondering, but where's the Arcane Force like the last event, right? What's really cool about this event is you get a ton of selector coupons. So if you're super early into the game, look at how many selectors you can get to boost your Arcane Force or Sacred Force. In my professional opinion, I would say always save these for Sacred Force. Like if you're leveling up and you think, oh, I really need that Arcane Force boost, just tank it, bro. Just tank it. Because once you're 260 plus and you need that Sacred Force boost, you are going to regret using these on Arcane Force. Always save them for Sacred Force. It is so much more important. Now, if you don't know what to do with these XP vouchers, because you get a lot of XP vouchers all the time, right? In my opinion, I think the best use of XP vouchers is getting level 3 link skills, which means getting, for example, a Mercedes from level 200 to 210 or a Evan from level 200 to 210. It takes about 4,500 XP vouchers to get a character from 200 to 210. So you can see how many characters you could get to 210. You could finish all your level 3 links, or you could get boss mules leveled up to 215 through this as well. For me, I've been utilizing these events since November, right? These events have given very similar resources, and I didn't have to train any of these characters. This 233, 221, 220, 220, 215, 215, and so on. I didn't train any of these guys. All these 210s, all these link skills, they all got to 210 plus just from using XP vouchers and event free XP. So if you're smart with it, you could get an entire army of boss mules and all of your legion and links done with these resources. So that's my advice to you guys. And of course, if you have any questions at all, please leave a comment. I read all of the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider sharing it or subscribing or maybe watching some of my other videos. If you want to interact with me directly, I stream almost every single day. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much to my beautiful members, Blazefire, Shooms, Uju, Shagad, Ravi Espa, Grim4K, Koga, Pabo, Picolneer, Jesse, Dante Victory, Zats, and CK. I appreciate you guys so much.